even logics are doing this. Now, I'm going to go briefly about, I don't think some of you heard me speak about logics and emotionals. Do you know what I mean? No? Okay, let me go. A huge portion of the book is split into logics and emotionals. Now, a lot of people will say, well, you know, you can divide them into, you know, Aries, Pisces, and etc., etc. What I've done is, because the future is going to be so changed up in a way, you're going to divide, I've divided people into the emotionals and the logics. And a brief synopsis of what the emotionals are like. Who here, first of all, who's been dizzy lately? Not ditzy, dizzy. No? Dizzy? Okay. Well, in the last year or so. Yeah, okay. All right. All right. And who has been crying over ads that, you know, are kind of stupid really, but they get so emotionally, like they see a kitten and they're crying over it, like the drop of a hat, which is over-emotional. Now, you're the more hypersensitives, and anybody who's, in other words, your sensitivity has been kind of increased, up the scale. And it's not because, oh gosh, I'm going through a change or something. No, it's not. It's because, quite frankly, the basis of what my theory is about the change, and we're not talking about menopause, excuse me, but menopause, men do go through menopause, by the way, okay. And that is because it is to do with 3 dimensions are being weaved in, whether you believe this or not, and that's up to you. And I will say at the end of this, don't believe anything I say, because I don't want you to. I want you to go and do your own investigation and your own research, and you verify your own facts. But I'm giving you information that I've seen to be true, and nearly everybody, with the exception of 4 of you, have had a reading from me, and I have hopefully been accurate, right? No? And so watch it. No, seriously, it is a kind of be warned in a way, because some people say, oh, I want to know, but then when they hear it, they don't want to know, because some information is not what they really, they're scared of the future, and that's why, in a way, I hate to say it, that's why you're all here, cool. You know, not scared, but you're kind of apprehensive. So really, I know I'm going to dot around a lot, so please follow me, this is me. But basically, emotional, so you're going to be highly emotional, more sensitized to things. Are you finding your mother a bit too, not sensitive, but oversensitive to certain things? Yeah. She's more logic, by the way, I see, right? Mm. Yeah, And therefore, the logics, here we go. Do you find sometimes people in your lives who are finding in their lives, if not themselves, and be honest, that they are getting very irritated very quickly and they don't know why? They, at the drop of a hat, they're having an argument, and you don't know why they're having an argument with you, because you're agreeing with everything anyway, but they're having an argument. They're getting very irritated and angry, and you don't know why. And guess what? They're the logics. And that's nothing. Yeah.
The ones that get angry.
Yeah. They're the ones who don't understand. They're getting, and remember, we're all emotionals and we're all logics, but some people are heavier emotionals than they are logics. And therefore, you're going to be finding people around you that have no reason to be angry or have a mood or cantankerous or just want to pick an argument. You don't know why. And it's really irritating, like my boyfriend. Sorry, you're not going to see that. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, and I'm agreeing with everything, and he's still going off, and I'm just like, you know, okay, I agree. Oh, no, you don't see. And I said, yeah, I agree. I just, you know, it's as if they're being forced to. They haven't got the brakes, put on the brakes and saying, you know, you're being really stupid about this, and you're not ready. No comment. So, okay, go forward. But basically, they can't stop. It's like a runaway train. Just like the emotionals are going too emotional, the logics are going into the spectrum where they're over-analyzing everything. Okay? Now, and the one thing about logics is, I'm so sad to say, is that they're so people of, I have to see it, believe it, touch it. I don't believe it. If Einstein didn't have a theory about it, I don't believe it. Basically, right? That's the logics. And they are going to have the biggest problems here in the future. And you're working with quite you know that? And you're a bit of a logic one, dear. You know that. So you have to, but people who are open to this, who are logics, and people who are emotionals and are open to this will have an easier time because they've got answers. They've got a way of understanding it. And that's why you're not really exhibiting the logics here. And there are three really major logics in here that aren't having a problem with it. Yeah, I know, you can raise your hand. Yeah, right. So basically, you're not having a huge problem with it, but you are, you're not having the, how can I say this, and it's coming and tasty, it drives me nuts when I do that. When you're faced with that situation, you understand it and you know a different route to go on, route, as you say in America, a route to go down and to address it, to let it go. But this is what the book's going to give, by the way. All of these things that I'm giving you a counter to say, okay, this is how you address it to get out of it, all right? Especially the severe ones, like being with a logic or living with a logic, because I hate to say it, it's going to get worse. It's going to get,
No, I
Yeah.
can't.
you go to sign it, like, where's the Valium? Maybe that will calm them down. No, or maybe you need to take it. But seriously, that you need to realize that this is going to be another confrontation, another growth period for you. Now, I hate to say it is going to get worse, and I haven't been inaccurate. If you go and see my YouTube that was uploaded on February 2nd, everything I predicted there has come true. And that's YouTube on weather. I predicted F4s and F5s tornadoes, near F5 tornadoes, and I'm afraid it came true. I predicted snowstorms, I predicted floods coming in, everything came true.
If you have two people who are logics or two people who are emotions, are those recipes for disaster?
No.
Where's your nearest therapy? No, seriously, one, if it is both of you and you are the opposite of that and you're total. But remember, you're not really, there's a logic in your recipe.
Right.
You've got logic who understands what's really going on and a logic who doesn't and refuses to go into that understanding. You understand? All right? So don't worry about that. You'll be the balance. Now, the bad news is